The atmosphere inside the Labour Party is electric, and not in a way anyone would envy. What began as a routine policy announcement has erupted into the biggest internal revolt of Keir Starmer's leadership. The opposition isn't coming from the usual political rivals, but from Labour's own MPs, more than 80 of whom have turned against their leader. The catalyst? A sweeping welfare overhaul, which critics say targets the nation's most vulnerable. This isn't a minor spat, or the usual behind-the-scenes grumbling. It's a full-blown mutiny, with a stark message for Starmer: resign or be forced out. At the heart of the storm lies Starmer's plan to cut £5 billion from the welfare system, a move framed as reform, but one that would make it far harder to qualify for personal independence payments and crucial incapacity benefits. The fallout could hit up to 700,000 families, stripping away lifelines that make the difference between survival and destitution. For many, these aren't just numbers on a spreadsheet. These are real families already struggling to keep up with rising bills and economic uncertainty. Labour MPs have called the plan economic cruelty, accusing Starmer of betraying the very values the party was built on: fairness, compassion, and solidarity with the vulnerable. The backlash has been immediate and intense. An open letter opposing the welfare cuts has drawn more than 80 signatures from Labour MPs, with 42 making their opposition public. Some accuse Starmer of repackaging austerity under a red banner, turning Labour into a shadow of the Conservative Party. The party's grassroots, the volunteers, activists, and local leaders who form its backbone, are threatening to walk away. Constituency Labour parties across the country are preparing no-confidence motions. The threat to Starmer's leadership is very real. The crisis doesn't end with welfare. Starmer has also slashed the UK's foreign aid budget, redirecting billions to military spending at a time when global crises are spiraling out of control. Even members of his own shadow cabinet have had enough. Annalise Dodds resigned in protest, calling the welfare cuts morally indefensible, while Diane Abbott described them as a disgrace. The word betrayal is echoing through Labour's ranks. With Labour's traditional base, working-class communities, marginalized groups, and socially conscious voters now questioning the party's direction, the stakes could hardly be higher. Why, many ask, is the leader of the opposition acting like a Conservative Prime Minister? If Rishi Sunak had proposed these cuts, Labour would have been first to condemn them. But when it's Starmer, it's called necessary reform. The double standard is fueling outrage. As the party threatens to splinter, the question isn't just whether Starmer can survive. It's whether Labour itself can withstand the storm. With more MPs and loyalists turning against him each day, the countdown to a leadership crisis has begun. Starmer faces a stark choice: reverse the cuts, apologize, and rebuild trust, or risk being brought down not by his political enemies, but by the very people who once saw him as Labour's future. The next move is his, but time is running out.